Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Viking Conquest. Now, I've been doing a little bit of recruiting, and, well, I've fought a couple of people. Now, unfortunately enough, I did attempt to do a tournament, and suffice it to say, it didn't go too well, as there was some very strange goings-on in that particular tournament. I will not talk about it too much, but suffice it to say, I was taken out by a guy with a dagger, and he did 55 damage to me. No idea how that was even possible, but there it is. So I have decided that we're going to hunt down a couple of bandits just to level up some of our more lower tier units, and then we will be potentially attacking some Gwynedd vassals. I do believe the Gwynedd vassals are a little bit weaker than others around our territory right here. So let's hopefully be able to do that. But for now, we are going to be taking on these Norwegian Vikings. There is only 16 of them, but there's a very good reason for me attacking these guys, and you will see after the battle why that is. I'm pretty sure you already gather what it may be, prisoners, and we're now going to be making sure that we don't lose any units as well. So whoever that is, I do believe that's one of our old captains going ahead there. Very brave fellow indeed, albeit potentially foolish by rushing on ahead there. Now let's try and make sure that we don't lose anyone. Oh yes, medic. You need to go all the way back, I do believe. That will be quite good. Okay, so, other than that, I do believe what we're going to attempt to do is I've been wanting to buy another boat, another big boat, for quite some time. And I would really love to be able to take a vassal prisoner, hopefully loot as much as I can get from his party, and indeed make money that way, as we are actually quite low on money right now because I've been doing a lot of recruiting, and the recruiting, in actual fact, has been rather expensive, because what I've been doing is I've been attempting to recruit veterans and sphere warriors, and suffice it to say, that's really quite expensive. Probably not the greatest idea to do such a thing, but veterans, how can you say no to them? They're just too good. They are just way too good. So I decided, well, let's do it, you know, let's just go for it and try and make the best army that we can, even if it costs us an arm and a leg. And it kind of does, but so far so good. We are not really having any problems with wages, but we are losing 2,000 every single week. And yeah, we're not actually gaining that thanks to our prisoner taking either, which is really unfortunate. But as you can see, we do have a couple of peasant women here and some farmers just to flesh out our troops a little bit. I quite like that. So let's go with that. Make sure they're not tagged under the medic tag anymore. Asbjorn is the only one. We need to speak to Egil as well, as we... Oh my. Okay. Well, we've got two of those now, but these, I hope, are going to be a little bit more affordable to sell. But yeah, I would really like to try and find some really rich town that we'd be able to sell it at. But yeah, I do believe what we're going to be doing is what one of you suggested in the comments, and that is to purchase something really good and then use it as a barter system type thing, and hopefully that will cover the cost of us selling the armor to those fellows. So yeah, let's hopefully be able to make that happen. I think I'm probably going to give Egil a little bit more riding skill. I'd like to get him a horse eventually, because, I mean, really, he's got really good athletics, his weapon master's pretty nice. Power throw? Is he using any throwing weapons? I don't think so somehow, but maybe we should give him some. Okay, let's do one more in that, and we'll do one more in riding, and I'll level up his throwing proficiency a little bit. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have throwing weapons, so let's give him some throwing spears and some bent throwing spears. Didn't really want to give him the bent ones, but I suppose it's better than nothing. And is this actually better than what he has? Yes, it is. So let's give him that. Oh, this is actually better than what he has as well, but it's so expensive. Oh wow, that's even more expensive to sell. Ah, okay, well, that's 12 strength, this is 10. I think one of our other companions might be able to use it. So, let's talk to Asbjorn. Does he have... Yes, he does. 10 in strength. So, there we go, Asbjorn is now looking mighty fine. And hopefully he'll be able to defend himself a little bit better than he was previously. And we might actually be able to let him into the battle itself. That would be really nice, I think. So, without further ado, we are now going to be heading onward. Hopefully, we can find some more of these fellows. I was actually going to think about raiding a nearby monastery. I think that might actually be a good idea, because if we do that, we only get money, you know? We're losing a load of relation no matter what, because the Christians absolutely hate us, but yeah, what actually stops us from raiding as many monasteries as we want, apart from, of course, the diminishing returns? I do believe there are diminishing returns when it comes to looting the monastery itself. Now, you may wonder why I'm not actually intercepting these guys right now. Well, it's because it's night, and I do like to fight in the daytime, so there we go. Thank you very much for the dawn right there, and we will be charging right in. I would like to level up a little bit more of our unit here, like the spearman right here. Maybe a peasant woman would level up to a camp follower, perhaps. That would be quite nice, but yes, I'm basically just trying to prevent most of our units from dying. But I think after this particular bout, we'll have quite a few level ups, and we'll be able to then head on to potential vassal country, and we'll be able to take on a couple of potential prisoners. I would like that. I would like that a lot. So, let us charge our units in. I'm actually going to let Asbjorn just go straight on in there, because I don't really think that he's going to do a bad job. Is he? Is he going to do a bad job? Oh my goodness. Okay, my shield is actually quite sturdy. I'm surprised. Oh, no. Yes. No! Oh! The veteran that was helping me completely died. Okay, come on, let's help. Let's help them. Oh no. Oh no. You suffer a serious injury to your head. -1 intelligence. Oh, that is pretty bad. And all of my units are just messing around over here. They didn't see fit to help their leader. That is unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. Just as I was really wanting to level up our units and not lose anyone. Of course, as soon as I say that, this is what happens. Oh yes, okay. Well, at least they will take out a lot of them, and I'm hopeful that we'll be able to take a lot of them prisoner as well, because no doubt they'll sell for quite a lot of money. Half of our army has fallen? Really? What? Half of... Wow, okay. I gotta say, they really did a number on us. Goodness me. Okay, I'd like to see how many casualties we actually had. Can you imagine if they were actually a vassal's units? That is terrible. Okay, so let's just take a look here. We lost 25 units to death. And how many veterans did we lose? 8. Ouch. Ooh, okay. Well, at least we have a lot. It will become permanent in 5 days. Oh! Oh, that's great. Okay, because in Brytenwalda, when you were injured permanently, it would actually be permanent immediately. You were no longer able to find a physician or anything along those lines. A physician in a larger town can treat these injuries. Yes! Let's do that, and let's take 25 Norwegian Vikings with us, and we can also take some cloaked mail and a long gambeson, as well as some very nice other equipment right there, and hopefully we'll be able to sell that at Edinburgh, because I do know that there is a slave trader there. Hopefully there's a physician as well. I do believe there is on the docks. Oh, what's this? You come across the grave of an old forgotten warlord. Rifle it for loot? Leave the place or tend to the grave and pay your respects. Let's do that. Oh, someday perhaps you might have the honor of being buried like a king. I'm actually wondering whether I should have looted it, but I definitely would have lost a lot of relation. That is for sure. So, let's take a look here. We want to head over to the docks, which is over here. I'm pretty sure the physician is right next to the slave trader. I hope that is the case. Otherwise, we will have a permanent -1 intelligence. Nope, there is the physician. Excellent. I need you to tend to my heavy wounds. There we go. I need you to dress my light wounds. There we go. Oh, wow. Can I do that? Oh, no, I can't do that more often. Okay, I was hoping that I could actually continue to use the physician over and over until we got back to full HP, but it appears it's just a one-time use thing. But that is fine. That is completely fine. So let's take a look here. We have 2 vassals here that I was able to take prisoner, but we also have these fellows, 152 per 1, and we have 35 of them. So we have 6,000, and now we have 11,000. Oh, yes. Very nice indeed. We need to do a little bit more of that, I do believe. So let's just head into the mead hall and we'll see. Only sailors. Okay, not much I can do about that, unfortunately enough. Now, let's see here. How many do we have? We have 95. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to Quilnam, because that is, of course, very, very badly defended. And if anyone decides to attack, then we may as well just say goodbye to it once again. And... what? I have healed it. You saw me. No. Wait a minute. Wounds 1? We shouldn't have a wound. Wounds. Injuries none. Healing wounds. Ah, it will be cured in 4 days. There we go. These wounds have been treated and will heal on their own. I was a little bit worried right there. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yes, let us get into Quilnam, and we will be asking for some potential recruits, because, goodness me, we really need the numbers, and we'll place some of our weaker units in here. I think I'll keep the Pictish Priest. Should I? The Pictish Priest does actually give us morale if we pay him. So I'm not entirely sure whether we should. No, let's just put him in the garrison there. And we'll put in some more of our lower level units as well. But I do want to level them up. Do bear that in mind. So I think we'll just put those guys in there. We have space for 73 units. So there we go. That will be fine. And I think because we have the prison tower now completed at our fief right here, we'll be able to put these 2 vassals in here and they will not escape as easily. So hopefully we will be able to get the ransom for them. A blacksmith manufactures and sells tools and weapons. Do I just want to do that? Why not? 2,200 and it only takes 10 days? That's pretty nice. And there we are. We have 54 units now stationed there. That should be enough to ward off all but the most powerful vassal. So I'm quite happy with that. And I do believe, before we go, I would like to raid a monastery. So let's head over to this one. I think I've already looted this once, which may make our rewards from it rather diminished. But we'll see. Hopefully we'll get a tidy sum from... Whoa, that guy has 70? 70 units in a bandit party? Wow. And we do need to potentially convert to Christianity at some point, but I don't know whether we should just yet. So let us head in. Now, let us make sure that we don't get taken out by a bunch of monks, shall we? Because, of course, we do have the head injury, and it would not be good to get taken out again. That's for sure. And that's exactly why you want to be very careful when you're fighting in Viking Conquest. You do need to make sure that you don't take too many wounds, because otherwise things are going to go very badly indeed. And you'll probably eventually just wind up dying from some injury in the future. Some grievous wound that will never heal, but yes, this is a little unfair, I gotta say. I have a horse, and it just makes it quite the slaughter, I do believe. Oh my. But there it is. We are now able to get some jewelry, some butter, some cheese. I will not take the pork. And there we go. Now, our party does lose 25 morale because most of our troops are Christian. So that's not too good. But we gained 270 pennies. And we are now below average in morale, which is fine because we could actually fight these bandits right here, which would solve that, I do believe. So let's do that. Oh, okay. We're starting on the cliffside right here. Okay, so 71 versus 22. This should be pretty easy, but as you saw beforehand, we had half of our army absolutely decimated by a bunch of these Norwegian Vikings. So we do need to be very, very cautious and not run in like we did previously, because that, I do believe, spelled our doom. As soon as I went down, everyone lost heart, they all lost their morale, and as a result, they lost their lives. Some of them, at least. I'm going to try and use my spear, because that's a little bit longer. I'll be able to... oh! Actually do a little bit of damage. Okay. I was not expecting that, as you could probably tell from my reaction, but still... I was really not expecting any damage from the spear right there. I thought that his shield would definitely block it, but apparently I was able to get around that just a little. Okay, so this is definitely not going to work. I'm not going to be able to use my spear too much on this hillside, which is very, very unfortunate. But we will now be sending in our units. And I have good faith now that our units will not die too easily. I hope. Oh! My horse got taken out already? Oh no. Ooh, very nice. We took out that guy. And now, he's running. How dare you? Oh no, he's running. He is actually running. Okay, throwing weapons. Yeah, that's what you get. Oh my goodness. Of course, I'm the only person in the world that would be able to actually hit that. Ah, yes. In that particular area, I mean, I'm pretty sure that everyone else would be able to hit him in a much more damaging spot, but goodness me. Okay, I really wish we had some cavalry, but we don't. So it appears as though this fellow will be escaping. And there we go. He has escaped, unfortunately enough. We gained back a little bit of renown, not too bad. But we can take these guys prisoner, which will no doubt give us a very nice amount of cash, as well as the armor too. So yes, I think what we'll do is we'll actually head to Edinburgh, and then we'll be setting sail on the ocean waves, doing battle with a couple of Vikings on the sea, and... oh... I see. Okay, the Kingdom of Norway and the Kingdom of Alban have made peace. That's not really very good, because... for our main quest, we are going to be declaring war against the Kingdom of Alban, so I was hoping that they would still have some issues with those fellows, but no, it appears not. Not this time around. So, let's trade with the locals. Okay, so this guy has 3,800. I think we could probably sell this, we could sell this. Yes, there we are. We're actually selling some very nice stuff here, and we'll be gaining quite a nice profit. Sell those, and we can sell this. Wow, we can actually sell quite a lot. There we go. I like it. Okay, so this is actually 3,700 as well, this cloaked mail. We could sell this? Yes, we could. Very nice. There we go. Okay, so 3,500 just from that, and now we can also stroll through the town and sell our prisoners too. And I think, yes, I think after this we might actually travel all the way over to Norway, or maybe over to Denmark once again, and we'll see what we can do about selling our armor there as well. Now, yes, I have brought some prisoners. We're up to 15,000 right now. Wow. We can make money very, very quickly indeed. So, let's head into Edinburgh, and we will now be sailing from port. There we go. Okay, it's been a while since we've actually been on the ocean waves, so let's take it a little bit slower than we otherwise would, because I don't really want to run into something that is going to absolutely massacre us. But you never know, it could. Anything could, even a soft breeze at this point. Ah, Bulgar has actually leveled up. We need to see to him, I do believe, so let's do that. Oh, -1 skill point. Are you serious? Ah, yes, of course. Okay, so let's just take a look at his wounds now. His wound is going to be healed in 2 days. Thank goodness. Okay. Aha, what is that? Swedish Vikings. Sphere Elite Vikings? No, thank you. I would like to take on some masterless men, though. Hopefully we'll be able to recruit them. What's the point in that? We only have 71, or shall we say 73 capacity anyway for our fleet. So I think we can probably leave that. Okay, well, I can only hope that we'll find... oh! They're doing it anyway. They're doing it anyway. How dare they? Oh my goodness. The Kingdom of Alban has declared war against the Kingdom of Northumbria. That's not too good. And we've also got another faction declaring war against us. Okay, it appears I will have to cancel my day trip here. And we'll have to head back to Edinburgh and see what we can do about defending Cuilnam, because no doubt that is going to come under siege. And I can only hope that we'll be a little bit stronger than we were previously, because we do have quite a significant amount of units nowadays than we did previously. So I hope that that will be enough to be able to defend any potential interlopers. Now, I would like to get into the port. Thank you very much. There we go. Now, wait a minute. Let me just see here. 4,900. Okay, I can actually sell one of these. Should I sell this? Well, I mean, it's quite easy to get, isn't it? Isn't it quite easy to get? I think so. We seem to get them from every Norwegian Viking party that we come across, so I think that should be fine. Why not? We might not have the chance to fight bandits for quite some time, and we'll be fighting vassals instead. And if we need to recruit more units or anything along those lines, then we'll definitely have quite a great deal of trouble. So let's just see. An army of enemies has been spotted near Tref Cathurs. Oh my. That is one guy. Can you believe that? That's one guy? 446 units. Oh no. Okay, I'll move swiftly in the opposite direction, I do believe. And this is one of my villages as well, which is really unfortunate. Wait a minute, maybe I can actually go over there and see if I can interrupt them. 210? And how many does that guy have? 186. Maybe I can get them to follow me. Come on. Follow me. Follow me, units. No, it's not going to happen anytime soon. One of your wounds is cured, and your abilities aren't limited anymore. Very nice, thank you very much. Okay, yep, I think what we'll be doing is ending this episode off here, and next time on Viking Conquest we will see the fruits of their labors, and potentially we will be beset upon by a huge amount of enemy vassals, because no doubt they are going to be wandering around the land and looking for places to raid, and Quilnam is quite... Oh! What are you doing here? No. No. Bad vassal. Stay away from me. Thank you very much. Oh, yes. As I was saying, no doubt we're going to have Quilnam be attacked rather considerably, as you could see right there. Kingdom of Alban vassal attempting to intercept us. Wow. Cannot believe that. Okay. Well, there it is. We can now, of course, make our army a little bit better right here, just in case we need to attack them on the fields of battle. And without further ado, I will be ending this episode off here. So, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.